see what happens. What happens if you walk away from your car with the key in it?
Like, you gotta walk all the way away.
Oh, do you? Like, how far do you have to walk away?
Like down the street all the way.
So if I go in the house, the car's still gonna be running.
But if you don't, like, you just come in here. If you just come in here.
All right, so I'm walking away from the car. I'm always in the living room. Oh, so you got to get a couple of miles away. So nothing happens. I don't know if that's neat or a problem. In any case, it needs to be cleaned out though. So nothing really happens if you walk away. I wonder how far do you have to walk away and what will happen. I'll have to try that video next. Alright, butter waxing. Butter wet waxing the vet. Just gonna put a little bit in this little semi-small spot on the back because I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm not really impressed with that so far. Okay, that changes things. The biggest problem about a black car is paint swirls. Okay, folks, now here is a real problem. One I read about on the internet, but I hadn't ever thought my car had. It's the GM paint imperfections. My camera's having a problem focusing on it, but if you look right there, there's a couple of cracks. There's one right there, and there's one there. Paint chips, paint cracks, and then there. That is a problem. I heard about this happening to a lot of people. And a lot of times the repair is usually worse than having the chips there. But I'm thinking over the years that chip is going to constantly just run and run and run. So I will be paying a trip to GM to look at that. First I thought it was just water spots, but no, that's actually chip and paint. Let me go and inspect some other areas that has been known to have that problem. But this is a 2017 Corvette Grand Sport with the GM paint boot problem of chip and paint. And if you look closely right here, you will see running paint right there. That is very amateurish. It's all up in here. This hole is a run. So they're not going to be able to fix that. I wouldn't even try to get them to fix it because I think the repair is worse than having a run there. But yeah. And if you look here, here's another paint imperfection. That runs all the way down the bumper by the light rear reflector. Yeah, that's really pretty, for lack of a better word, that's downright shitty. So if I wanted to have this car coated and sealed, they wouldn't do it because that's an imperfection. Or they probably wouldn't do it. They said that needs to be fixed. Let's see. Now I can imagine GM probably trying to say that that's a paint chip from a rock, but ain't no freaking rock out up in there, and that's definitely not from a rock. And the paint run on is that's an issue. See, most people on the internet, their problem was up in here. But mine's is in a different, and if you know the history here, they recently shut down their paint booth to, I guess, fix some of the issues with the way their paint booth was functioning. But I believe I want that repaired. Yep, and you have the same problem here with the running paint and the chips in between. Yeah, there's, I don't know if that looks like a water spot there. That might be running paint. Here also. But yeah, so the Corvette Grand Sport is not as perfect as I thought. It doesn't have that problem here. It's a slight. Oh yeah, it's the same problem there too. It's because what you're seeing right there is, that's actually, the white there, that's actually Bondo. or the primer that they use up under here. And what it is the paint didn't go all the way there, or there might have been some imperfections or grease. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty shitty. I mean, you should recall the car if that's the case, and just fix it. There's no recall for anything like that on their paint imperfections. So I guess it's just an individual customer thing. But this individual customer wants his fixed.